Hi everyone and welcome back to the Foolish Mortals. This time we are doing the part 1. So we're collecting everything we need for the amulet. Let's see what's up. We have the coffin nails, the chalk, black feathers, gunpowder, silver coin, rum and bone fragment. Shouldn't be that bad. And also...
It was a single coin made of...
I think that we have one silver coin, right? Or is it not a silver?
It was the change the taxi driver had...
Oops.
That wasn't going...
Let's try it out.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, and what I wanted to say is that I actually read it as the magazine, and the story is pretty much the same as our friend told us about the disappearances. The only difference is that there is a short bio about brothers. So the scientist one was specializing in the electricity and transportation and was said to be on the brink of grand discovery, and the actor one was writing his own plays and founding them, and the one who was discovered had pretty standard trading business successes. So that's the only difference. Baxter Mill. Chicken coop.
Cluck, cluck. I tried to persuade the chicken to come outside.
You're not doing great with chickens.
The wood was old and rotting. It wasn't going to be of any use. And who knew what critters might have made their homes inside the pile?
Okay, gross, but when I was a kid I loved, like, you know, discovering what kind of critters made home in old wooden planks or under the rocks and stuff like this. Like, the abundance of insects was crazy. Okay, let's go to the mill. Let's comment on the
Despite
first
its obvious
thing.
age, the water wheel was... I couldn't get near it, and that was probably a good thing if I didn't want to get dragged.
It would be very tragic, my friend. Baxter.
The inside of the lumber mill smelled like sawdust and grease. Judging from the overgrown weeds, it clearly hadn't been used in a long time, and yet the lights were...
Oh, it looks actually super nice, to be fair. Auger. I have no idea what auger is.
I picked up the auger from the tool shed.
Okay, tell me more. Oh, okay. Now I know what auger is. Thank you, game, for educating me a little bit on the vocabulary. I wanted to say that it looks much bigger on the inside.
I looked over the machine, but I couldn't find a way to turn it on.
We don't need to
I
turn it
didn't
on.
want to touch it. I hadn't seen something with that many scary-looking teeth since Old Lady Malloy's German Shepherd got loose on my... The saw blades were rusted, dull, and would surely have precipitated the need for a...
Tinnitus. Anything? Nothing.
The hatches were locked. From their shape, I deduced they were for storing lumber, and I wasn't in need of any 2x4.
Since I was working with the feral cats and cats that were claimed to be feral but were not
I tried
actually,
the door, but it was
I have
locked.
all of my tinnitus and etc. shots in a place.
It was a small metal tool used for drilling.
Can we lockpick it? Maybe? Or use it as a
I couldn't
scarecrow?
break my way through the door. It was peculiar.
Very
I
fishy.
needed to think of something.
Very fishy.
The door had no indication of what lay on the other side.
Now I want to get there. Okay, let's go and navigate through. I guess that first we have to go to all of the locations where the ingredients might be, but let's see. Baxter Mill. Don't be angry at me. Let's go pray.
The
Locked.
church door was locked.
That's actually bad. Shouldn't it be always kind of open? Okay, let's go to cemetery. It looks beautiful, to be fair. Very atmospheric on the side of the cliff and stuff like this. I love it.
I couldn't see any way to open the crypt door. Whoever sealed this up intended to seal it up for good.
I am going to unseal it and release the obvious terror to the world. Oh, I love the cemeteries.
I scanned the headstones for anything of note.
Weren't you looking for the guy who died and you wanted to ask him? Although you cannot because we don't know how to actually do the magic. Oh, nails! Hello, gentleman here. Give me some nails. Stealing from the dead, not good,
I
but
scanned the heads.
I guess we have to.
The tin was full of. A rusty tin can sat on the ground. Its label read,
Don't be so smart. Did we just
I didn't
stole
need
it?
to warm my hands on the stove. It was already a humid night, and the fire was more useful at keeping bugs away from the shack than keeping anyone. Hello?
Yeah! God darn it! Don't sneak up on people like that!
It just stole your
The dying
thingy.
daylights out of me.
He looked at me like he'd seen. Sorry,
I thought you were that pet.
a little girl? That doesn't seem like a reason.
She's a terror.
It is.
One of these days, she's gonna give me a heart attack. Last week, she showed up with a doctor's note she'd forged, saying a man I'd buried that day was just 7 hours I was out here digging him back
Jesus.
up. At my age.
She's a
And
menace.
Was he sleeping?
Dead as a dodo. Just like that little girl. Who are...
My name's Murphy McCallan.
Well, I'm Edgar Kettle. Gravedigger, undertaker, coffin maker, and anything else that needs doing to keep...
I'm looking for the treasure.
Oh, well, let me tell you. Don't even think about... There's no treasure buried here, and I'm already busy enough filling in the holes that are supposed to be here.
Sounds awfully like there's a treasure and you don't want me to grave rob, but maybe this is just my weird experience from the RPG games.
Do you know anything?
I think it's important...
But what if they're not?
Well, you got me there. Listen, I think there's more. You know, the three brothers went missing. Well, if you ask me, she was engaged to a sailor, but
She might have loved him.
she could have loved somebody with a big bank account, too. I think she must have been
Very
using
practical
him,
mind.
pretending to love him so he'd do her dirty work for her. And afterwards, she drops him and goes to marry the office.
Do you have any proof?
Yeah, just a feel. But when you work with cadavers, you kinda get a...
What do you think was behind the disappearance?
Well, the sailor must have found out he'd done something.
What do you think he...
Nobody knows. He could have been... All we know is that everyone in that house disappeared.
Why's that?
What the...
Because if they hadn't disappeared, it would have been this old fool who had saved me alive.
Did you make...
I sure did. But this is no more than a pauper's coffin by anyone's standards. The finest the parish pension can buy. Lock them in lumber, leave them to slumber, that's what I say. This'll end up 5 feet under.
I thought it was supposed to be 6.
You're not the one doing the digging. 5 feet means I get a tea break.
I mean, who can tell the difference between 5 feet and 6 feet anyway?
Have you got any...
No, I don't. I've got a backlog of bodies begging for burial.
Oh, that doesn't
Parish
sound
increased
good.
My funding. The roof's leaking. My table's broken. I've used floorboards to build some of the coffins. Take my advice. Don't undertake.
Do you think I could fit inside the...
Probably not. The gentleman inside might make it a bit of...
You mean there's a dead guy inside the...
There better be. I can't afford to be burying empty coffin.
Was the little girl named Mallory Wisp by any chance?
That's her. She got the whole town thinking I walked past the school the other day, and they'd made up a jump rope chant about me.
Oh, what was...
Edgar, crazy feller, just be careful he don't get... How many bodies did he strive to bury while they're still alive?
1, 2...
I wasn't looking for audience.
Sorry, I got... Just like you.
Jesus, the girl is really a menace. She's the one who, like, I feel in a couple years will be starting lynching people.
Have you ever accidentally buried someone who was still...
Yes, someone.
No, just...
Well, not that I know of. When you think about it, how would I?
Shouts for help, desperate shaking of the...
Look, I haven't sealed anyone up who was... I usually check for signs of life, but everyone takes shortcuts sometimes, don't... I deserve some rest in...
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Hopefully not the guy in the coffin.
Not
I best...
Don't drop dead.
The coffin lid had been nailed down securely. I wasn't going to be able to open it.
Cannot you try using poke as a
The gravedigger
screwdriver?
definitely wouldn't have been happy with me prying up the... I tried to move the coffin, but the table was being held up sturdily.
I mean, doesn't have to.
That didn't work.
Come on.
I needed to think...
I'm out of good ideas. Oh, we can go to the... Oh, this way, to the church again. Oh, no, 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 no. There's a screw jack. I just noticed. I am a monster. The horrible person.
A mischievous idea began to form. Hey, I think the guy inside here might...
And why would you...
The coffin was just shaking around. Maybe you should open it up.
Well, I did.
The gravedigger had me in a conundrum. I could hardly start shaking it right in front of his eyes.
And unless the body inside starts jiggling around, I'm not open.
Okay, okay, okay. Can we make like remote
I didn't...
thingy?
That wasn't going... It was a screw jack, the type I'd normally see being used to hold up... The gentleman inside the coffin was long past needing... I didn't need...
Sure? Maybe to
The
this.
stove was all... I couldn't do... A coffin sat...
Okay.
The coffin lid had been nailed down securely.
What can we do to make it work? No, I don't want to do anything.
I scanned the...
Graves? Let's go to
Hurry
another...
up with
Oh!
the barrels, Morris. We gotta get these unloaded before anyone sees us.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Musket? I don't think we should be using a church as our hiding place.
You're not being paid to think, Morris. You carry those barrels in here and let me worry about the theological implications. This place has been abandoned for decades. There's nobody around.
Nobody living, maybe. What if there's ghosts, boss?
Darn it, Morris. If brains was dynamite, you wouldn't have enough to blow your nose. Now get unloading. And keep an eye out for anyone snooping around.
What if
Crazy.
someone catches us?
If anyone asks, we're the new clergy. We tell them these barrels are full of communion wine.
I thought we was rum runners, not wine runners, boss.
Communion rum, then.
Ah, gotcha.
Remember, St. Juniper's Church
For
is a place
pirates.
to get closer to God. And if anyone questions our alibi, we make sure that happens.
The pair of rum runners looked like the human personifications of the dish and the spoon from Hey Diddle Diddle. The gangly spoon bossing around the rotund dish as it carried barrels effortlessly from the jalopy and into the church. As it turned out, nursery rhyme characters become a lot more intimidating once they have revolvers.
To be fair, they look like they have separate potential storyline of horror disappearances. It's always like, what could possibly go wrong? Don't worry about this. There are no ghosts here where we are doing our shady business in abandoned holy place. Wink, wink. But also, I love the vision of, mission for the pirates where you are trying to make them good people again and offer them communion rum.
The barrels were far too heavy for me to lift, though that...
We can do holes for no reason whatsoever, but whatever. Maybe to tell them that
Using
something
the
is
auger,
leaking.
I drilled a small... and out...
Are we going to drink?
I wasn't going to be able to carry rum around in my bare hand.
I don't think I have anything else, to be fair. Are we going to
Wandering
tell them?
happily into the hideout of a pair of...
Jalopy. What a name.
The jalopy door was... How ironic that the rum runners would take care not to be the target of criminality.
Fair, actually reasonable. They know what's going around.
Musket, one of the barrels has sprung a leak.
How many times are you gonna bother me? Put a cork in it, will ya?
Oh yeah, that'll work.
He also has those pockets that carry everything and never ends. Ooh, that! I like it. And we still cannot haul at the moon.
The lighthouse light.
Shady, but okay. There's a kitty! Look at this.
Here, kitty kitty. Psst, psst. It was no use. That cat was clearly more entranced by shiny things than the stranger outside the gate.
Which is... I don't know, some cats are actually praying to the light. Maybe he wants taxidermy fish.
The fish had been dead for years, was primarily comprised of stuffing. The cat wasn't going to be
Gee. Maybe.
I thought the brooch might have been able to reflect some of the light from the lantern if it hadn't been so grimy. I thought the brooch...
Okay, do we have anything else on here? Or do we need to clean it up somehow? Maybe with the dime.
That didn't work. The coat of arms depicted 4 lions surrounding a central flower, topped by a medieval tower.
Okay. Not bad. He's meowing so sweetly.
I could have tried squeezing my arms through the bars, but I already knew the barrel was too far away to reach. Even with the poker, I wouldn't have been able to reach the...
Okay. Not the crying kitty. Let's see if anything new in that nettle. Run, boy, run. Oh, the
stories
office
about
is up.
Belmore Manor are true. I saw the ghost bride inside the house.
Blast it, Murphy. Don't say I didn't warn you. This island has had its fair share of the macabre. The best way to deal with it is to leave well enough alone. Why are you searching for that treasure anyway?
Well, it's my job. The state's claim on that money runs out at 8 a.m., and I'm supposed to find it.
You seem pretty passionate about something that's just for work. What are the odds you draw an assignment like that?
Well, I might have made my own luck there. They wouldn't normally authorize an investigation so close to the statute of limitations running out, especially on a 30-year-old cold case. But thrust a stack of forms in front of the boss 5 minutes before clocking off on a Friday afternoon, and he doesn't care what he's signing.
Let's just hope he wasn't signing your death warrant.
Yup.
Most of my investigations don't amount to more than counting paper clips in a municipal building or going cross-eyed over receipt rolls in a courthouse. When I found that old case folder tucked behind the filing cabinet, its only lead, a water-stained magazine, talking about a real-life haunted house, how could I pass it up? You didn't tell me that...
Oh, sure. That thing's been moored up in the bayou with her keel kissing the mud. Which doctor lives aboard her now? Claims to sell all manner of hoodoo and voodoo. But to believe that, you need to be dumber than the bachelor in New Orleans, throwing beads at the Sisters of Mercy.
I mean, you always can hope, okay?
I spoke with Dr. Morey. He thinks we can.
Moray is a charlatan. Only got into hoodoo and voodoo a few years ago. Before that, he was an actor over at the Calliope Theater, and not a very good one. He's the only
Are you
person
sure
I
he
know
was
who
doing
directed
good
and
show?
starred in a one-person production of The Pirates of Penzance. And that's because all the rest of the cast dropped out rather than... He's always been searching for respect, and who would have known he found it by living in the swamp?
Don't you believe?
I certainly do. I just don't think Moray's got any more control of it than the rooster has control of the sunrise. His understanding of voodoo amounts to whatever he's gleaned from one of those horror pictures Ventura Studios puts out at the movie palace. My mama used to know all about it. God rest her soul. Voodoo isn't some made-up Hollywood magic, man.
Yep.
Voodoo's a real religion. It's about
Thank
community.
you for
about
saying it.
belonging.
Telling
about
it.
searching for something more than flesh and blood. It's not the snake or...
What do you think happened?
Now, there's a tale I don't like to tell.
Can I persuade you to?
I have a feeling I ain't gonna get any rest until... You know about Miss Belmore? The bride? Engaged? Nah, the way I hear, Mr. Rackham was such an upstanding fellow. I won't have a bad word said against him. Now, he realized that the sailor was going through terrible lengths to ensnare his bride. I heard that the sailor caught on to this and tricked Rackham into giving the lady a gift. That's what made everything go topsy-turvy.
What was?
There are places in the Caribbean that trade things more elusive, ungodly.
Do you think the
Ooh,
disappearance was caused
ungodly.
by voodoo?
And that's what my mama used to say. If you're not careful,
I wonder if Murray will eventually betray me, because I kind of have a feeling that he's using me, but
No luck fishing?
not a bite, Mac. The Pengoza fish just ain't snapping for me today. Shame, too, because I'm planning on firing up my grill later. Then the tastiest catching
How do you?
with hours of patience. You ever wrestled the rod before?
Just the once. I went fishing on Lake Erie. What do you do with the fish you catch?
A couple I saved for myself, and the rest I sell to the captain's club. They fancy them up with lemon lobsters, sawfish, something or other. But everyone knows the best way to cook them is to grill them.
Why won't you hear a word against Mr. Rackham?
He gave me my first work on this island,
Aw.
right here on these docks. And he may have worn a scowl, but he don't judge a banana by its peel with people like him. When I looked into his eyes,
What work did you do?
loading and unloading the ships that came in. Of course, they just don't do that anymore. Dead nettles are for... Maybe that's for the best.
Catch you.
See you around.
can we have a knife?
Hey, Ned, do you?
If you need it, Mac, just bring it back to me later tonight, would you? If I'm lucky with my catch, I'll be firing up the grill. You...
Fresh fish is just beautiful thing.
Murphy McCallan, so what have you been up to? Anything new?
That's.
Oh, the press is beautiful.
Don't think I've forgotten your trick with the telegram.
Hey, it's nothing personal. Your business is... I'm Evelyn Stoker, editor of the Juniper Parish Gazette. No misdeed left unshared, no drama left unmonetized. Come on, work with me here, McCallan. Committed any crimes? Uncovered any affairs? Any deep...
The honest to God truth?
I need a good story. I can't let something minor like the Yes?
Hi. What are you working on?
One of the most romantic articles this... Francois Fogg, Dead Nettle's local pharmacist, is reuniting with his long-lost love after 14 years apart, thanks to
Ooh.
this newspaper's personal ads column.
What a lovely.
That's right. She mailed in a letter she wanted printed. Her former sweetheart saw it, and now they're on track to see each other again. Eventually.
Eventually?
Well, that's a bit of an In the letter we received, she told him to meet her in her Texas hometown of Due to a tiny typesetting error, he's now on a 6-week voyage to Mongolia. But doesn't it warm your heart?
No?
Don't you have more interesting stories to write?
The crackpots this island calls a population wouldn't know something interesting if they paid for it. Which they hardly do. Believe me, I've tried to get juicier stories. Scouring the island, doorstop interviews, hiding under windows.
You eat?
It's called
No, it's called being creepy.
I'm doing some research on the treasure of Belmore.
Have you found it?
Well, no, not yet.
Then don't waste my time.
You might not believe this.
You know what? You're right, McCall. Really? You've been on this island how long? And you're already...
Have you ever written an article on the disappearance?
What a waste of column inches. Leave it. That's my advice.
No story.
Not one that anyone would believe. And I've got...
What do you think?
Practically everyone on this island thinks there was some kind of... No one is looking at the If I write up my research, no one on the island will believe me. If I write their wackadoodle theories, I'll be laughed out of the...
Well, you can tell me about the research. I like
You can
research.
tell me what you've. Trust me, at this point,
I heard the Belmore Trading Company was losing revenue, its profits eaten up by who knows what ventures those brothers had going on. The company was privately owned, sure, but when you've got pressure building and the sharks are circling, you've got a short. I think that's why the Belmores persuaded Abigail to
marry someone she did.
But he didn't love her either. He was just after the company, so he hires the sailor to seduce her, convince her there's more to life than Devil's Rock. And as soon as she marries Rackham, they split, never to see each other again. He inherits the lot, and she disappears with her lover boy sailor.
Why do you think all the guests disappeared?
They bump them off to cover their tracks. Either one of them could have been sunning it up in Sarasota ever since. But imagine me writing that into a piece of serious journal.
Did you know Comptroller Grimes?
How could I forget him? The guy was a walking, talking migraine generator.
Surely you shouldn't speak at the dead like that.
Why not? I spoke plenty worse about him when he was alive. Anyway, I'm sure everything happens
That's
for a reason.
true.
And hopefully that reason is to increase my... Everything's connected, you know? Have you ever heard... I suspect it works for moths, too. Because I can never get that... Some people say that if a man breaks wind in Alabama, it can cause a...
I think I shared a train car with that guy on my way here.
To be fair, I can agree with her on one thing about speaking ill about dead. Of course, you shouldn't speak, lies and stuff like this. But if someone was terrible and it was known that the person was terrible and the person mistreated you, then why shouldn't you kinda glorify the person after the death? I am not the greater person when it comes to that.
I think...
Keep your eyes peeled for... There are secrets on the... And it's my job to run at...
Beautiful press. Oh my god.
Don't even think about it.
It was a big, fancy printing press, which must have cost a fortune decades. I picked up the scissors. With her stunt at the bayou, I figured she owed me.
So I stole... What are
I picked up the twine. Maybe she...
twines? Do you want to send telegram back to boss?
Shouldn't I have some right to privacy when it comes to my telegrams?
You know, a lot of my customers say that.
You've received other complaints about it?
No, but I've read them grumbling about it in their telegrams.
Oh, it's twine. Okay, like you towy. I don't know all of the words sometimes, so it's nice to see the picture and know what's twine is.
There was no way I was going to get past the newspaper editor. Besides, I didn't know how to
Ooh.
Hey, you can't...
Sorry.
Why? Come on, let
Yes?
me.
Hi. I've got a...
Keep your voice down, Motormouth. Do you want us to end up in the obit...
I thought you wanted a real scoop.
I do, just not one that gets me on the wrong side of the mob in the process. Pigeon elected mayor, cow does the high jump. Those are the types of stories that get eyes on the front pages.
But I thought journalists had a duty towards truth, justice, and society.
Where'd you get that poppycock idea? My duty is towards the circulation, and while I'd love a shocker of a story, I'd rather not become the story, if you catch my...
What's in those
Past issues of the paper, going all the way
Ooh,
back
nice.
to... Of course, things were a lot more interesting when people, ships, and cargo coming and going.
Why did the ship stop coming?
The Belmore Trading Company was the heartbeat of this island. After the disappearance, there was no one left to run the company, and it all got sold. When that folded, so did pretty much everything else.
Do you have any back issues
We don't, I'm afraid. Most of the paper's directors were at the wedding, and disappeared along with
Oops.
everyone else. The newspaper had to close up shop for months while it was... This was back when the Gazette wasn't run by just one person.
I think...
I've got my eye...
Wait, I want to see what's the car. Oh, this is... I know what this
I
is.
didn't want to get ink
Inky,
all over
inky.
me trying to carry the...
Do we need to varnish surface something? I don't think so. But with the twine, I think that we can actually fake rattling of the coffin. Let's go and see if the lobster is... Oh, lobster is open too. I hope that the jewelry... Oh, it looks good! Look at that! Fontaine fancy!
There was
So
nothing in
nice.
the fountain except a rim of moss and dirt that made it look like a stained toilet.
Maybe not that fancy. Or maybe you're just
I glanced at
negative.
the ledger on the podium. It was mostly empty. The words I could see were written in such an unreadable scrawl that looked like a centipede had dipped its legs in ink and skittered across.
Nice.
Good evening. He looked past me like I was, as though if he ignored me hard enough, I said,
I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking.
Oh, you
there's
rude.
no one else here.
Wishful thinking on my part. Have you taken a wrong?
I'm just having a look around.
Well, make it a quick one, and I shall need to know your name.
Murphy McAllen, and who do I have?
My name is Felix Greer, maitre d', bartender, and acting manager of the Captain's Club. When Mr. Perkins had...
Oh, you are not good at the hospitalities, aren't you?
What is this place?
This, we are highly exclusive. Are you a captain?
He asked with a smugness that told me he...
I thought. Then may I recommend you'll find a convenient egress to your starboard side. If you like, I can give you a good swift kick in the right direction, and don't feel a need to...
I'm looking for the lost treasure of Belmore Manor.
Oh, goody! Another young adventurer seeking fame. Just the local color Dead Nettle has been lacking.
What do you know about the lost treasure?
Do you think you're living in a weathered maps? Talk. Grow up, you silly boy. Captaincy is a noble skill that doesn't need to be trivialized with...
Okay, I feel like I need to run through all of the options. But I really, really would like to just, I roll and leave.
You must have some thoughts on the
On moonlit nights, when the waves crash against the rocks, did you know Abigail Belmore's fiancé was a sailor who worked? Some of the old boys here even worked with him.
Oh!
They say he loved her, as true as a cat. But she was a temptress, a siren. She scuttled that sailor's heart, consumed by a voodoo premonition that she had more beautiful than a mermaid and twice as fishy.
What did
That's
she
actually a
do?
good one.
After months of engagement, she broke it off and chose to marry an officer of the company instead. On their...
Why did she do that?
The rumors I've heard are that they discovered something in the Caribbean. Something wicked. Something that consumed them, and the Belmore brothers swore their crew to secrecy, and the men were loyal to their word. But the rot in the rope was that sister. And people say that whatever they discovered took hold of her. With the sailor's broken heart and the officer's resources, she was about to unleash something terrible.
Do you think that's true?
Of course not. It's all nonsense. But the captains do love to outperform each.
Nice, nice, nice. Kinda feel like she's not to blame. Because otherwise it would be too easy with everyone blaming her already. And I need some good plot twist. Okay, Murphy, don't let that man walk all over you. Have some spine.
What makes you think I'm not a cap?
For one thing, you lack the grizzle.
How do I get those?
Years of exposure to saltwater and a sullen, uncooperative crew. You even have a boat.
Actually, I did have one earlier this evening, but an alligator fell. Admittedly, it was only 3 inches long.
It isn't the size that matters, sir. It's the motion of the ocean. Tell me, have you ever captained a three-rigger through a tropical... Have you ever run the rapids of the Mississippi? Wind in your sails?
Have you?
Have you? Yeah.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
little...
In what way?
I get seasick.
Is there any way to prove I'm a cap?
You might show me your captains. As I'm sure you know, the state of Louisiana requires... But don't try to foist off a fake on me. Last week, we had someone present a license with a photograph distinctly unlike their contemporary appearance. The photograph was clearly of someone a good deal older than them, with more facial hair, and one less...
Okay, so I know why I need the photo... the camera. Sorry for the stutter.
You know, I quite like being out at sea.
Oh, rip.
Bobbing along the ocean, up and...
If sir would please be quiet. Else I expect...
Ned told me he sells fish.
Captain.
Right, yes, I mean...
The Captain's Club serves a dazzling array of sea-sourced dishes. To my personal favorite, Devil's Rock Pancosa, pan-seared with lobster slaw and citrus crawfish beer blanc. In all honesty,
Sounds
it's
good.
not very popular. Most of the clientele are absolutely sick of seafood by the time they get ashore. Just the sight of it makes them queasy.
What about drink?
Listen, if you're from the Prohibition Bureau, we've cleared all of that up with Officer Mo. Fines were paid, items changed hands.
I'm not from any prohibition.
Then forget I said anything. The Captain's Club is strictly teetotal. Now, if certain members wish to bring in their own medicinals, then we're happy to provide the accompanying aids. Ice,
Nice.
tonic, mixers, and the like, but we serve no alcohol on the
Very nice.
Is the club busy tonight?
Well, we haven't opened yet, but if it's like last week, it'll be quite the lively soiree.
The members here like to have a good time?
That's right, sir. This town sure is...
I wonder if it's still done in some bars that you are mixing your own stuff because they are not allowed to mix it. I haven't experienced it here, but in States, for example, I think in Virginia, when I wanted the whiskey and cider combo, they actually made me mix it by myself. which was kind of weird, but okay. But it was what I observed in a couple cases, so weird.
What's happened to Deadnet?
Do you think you've wandered into the tourist information? I can assure you, you'll never meet Stuart LePew, head of the Devil's Rock Historical Society. Looks like a thrift store had a crisis of conscience and threw up on him.
I was just hoping to talk.
Well, yes, that is true. I am plagued with my concierge duties require. I have a spiel.
Felix pushed out his chest like this was his moment in the limelight. His
Welcome, hardy traveler. Once this town you see around you was a hub of commerce, a beacon for... With the unfortunate dissolution of the Belmore Trading Company, our town has settled into a quiet... We hope that you enjoy your time in our cozy town.
Not bad.
Excuse me?
I was expect...
I best be casting.
Don't feel the need to rush back.
You don't have to be such a freak.
The maitre d' stood behind the podium with his... He seemed to be doing everything he could to pretend I wasn't there.
Especially since you are not getting a lot of customers, I guess, since the city is pretty dead.
You can't go...
Okay, get it. Let's go to the jewelry store. Oh, Puppet Theater is up!
The puppet show hadn't
Okay, it's not up. Never mind.
set up on the seafront was an elaborate carved wood puppet theater with Pulcinella painted.
And the jewelry is up. Hello?
You're my second customer of the night. I don't know if I can handle such a rush. Welcome, young man, to Doubloon's Jewelry. Oh, the riches to fill your breeches. Jewels, silver, gold, the finest things for you to behold. Whom do I have the pleasure of meeting?
My name's Murphy McCallan.
Oh, a pleasure to meet you. My
Jasper.
name's Jasper Crumb, owner and proprietor. Are you looking for something valuable while you're here on the island?
Funnily enough, I am.
Is there a special someone in your life? Looking for an apology gift, perhaps? I've sold more missed anniversary necklaces and drunken fumble earrings than I can count.
No, I don't need anything like that.
Then how about something for yourself? You look like a working man. Could I interest you in a pocket watch?
Actually, I had one up until about an hour ago. Traded it to a glowing green guy for a magic pouch. As the words left my lips, I realized I sounded like a character from Jack and the Beanstalk.
Pardon me?
I'm just here to browse.
Browse away, young man. I'll be here if you need me.
Oh, very nice fella. He reminds me of the elderly Amber trader I knew. He was very kind to me when I was actually very down. And it was like I met him when I was with my ex, but not currently ex-partner in the shop. And this was like the Love Actually situation, because my partner was buying jewelry, which he measured on me, for someone else, and we all knew that it's for someone else. And I even made quite pitiful comment, and the old guy who was the shop assistant and the owner actually like scooped to my rescue, and he started complimenting me, and he brought some small raw amber and was talking about it, showing it to me, exclusively to me, and let me pick the one I wanted and liked for free. So it was like very, I would say very chivalrous, very old school gentlemanly thing, but it stick for me. It was like 15 years ago, and I still remember how actually subtly kind, because it was very subtle. He didn't address the issue in the room, but he kind of wanted to cheer me up and, you know, focus attention on me. That was super nice.
There was no way I could carry a fishbowl full of water.
It's golfy. It shouldn't be in the round. You should buy him the square thing.
Good evening, Mr. How's business?
You're not a millionaire with an enraged fiancé.
I'm not.
I didn't think so. Then business tonight is about as lively as a snail drinking decaf. The only other customer I had in here tonight was more interested in the provenance of fossils than the shiny stuff. Booked a private viewing, and then didn't buy anything.
Oh.
Can you believe it? The first time in weeks the shop gets a private viewing, and all they're interested in is bones.
You sell fossils?
I sell all the treasures of the earth.
I hear Burke and Hare had the same philosophy. What are you selling?
We specialize in rings, necklaces, earrings, and brooches in this cabinet to my left. You'd be surprised at how much of an impact some stones can make. My family can tell. We also offer a free polishing service on all purchases from the shop.
Nice.
Just bring it in and we'll...
How do you know what jewelry was?
I handcraft everything this shop sells. I have an encyclopedic...
Nice. I love jewelry. And it's not even like wearing. I love looking at the shiny things, like the magpie.
What's the most valuable thing in here?
I suppose that depends on how you value...
In dollars.
Yes, I used to value things that way. But a lack of business has a way of... Now I'd say the most valuable thing here is Granny.
Granny, you're...
That's right.
The
In the
goldfish.
fishbowl. Granny is my goldfish.
The square aquarium, not the round one.
You named your goldfish
Yes, it was the same
Aw.
day my grandmother Bethesda
Aw.
died. I was out at the local fun fair, and I won this goldfish on the ring toss. When we got home, every time we mentioned Bethesda, that little fish, we think Granny's passed on into that fish.
I mean this with no disrespect, but I think that...
We all have our quirks.
But don't goldfish only live for a few... If she was your grandmother, she must have died sometime...
Oh, yes, that's right. Each time the goldfish dies, we must be on Granny number...
I'm looking for lost treasure.
I'd say you found it. Everything inside these four walls is a treasure.
I mean a specific treasure.
Well, if you find it, bring it in here for an appraisal. I'll give you a good price for it. But that's a...
What do you know about
Oh, it's a tragedy what went on there. But I know...
black magic?
That's right. While some of us make an honest living around these parts, there are others who are lured in by the...
Who do you think that was?
Well, it's simple, isn't it? Abigail used to stop by here all the time, taking a gander at the... She was a lovely young girl who always saw the best in people. And Mr. Rackham, he was a model for how to run a good business. Honest. Now, that old
The sailor?
Exactly. I'd heard rumors. I think he was casting his spell on Abigail. Why else would someone as rich as her want to marry? He certainly couldn't afford the rings and necklaces that caught her eye. I think come a much more responsible choice for the company.
I mean, maybe she assumed that her dowry will be super good and she doesn't need a man to afford her anything because she can afford stuff.
I think I'll just look around for now.
I'm here.
Or maybe she was bored with fancy stuff and really wanted just beautiful, beautiful men.
Excuse me, would you be able to...
Let me take... Oh, well, 18-karat yellow gold, filigree wirework in a handcrafted floral motif, and round, brilliant cut ruby.
It's yours.
If I'm not mistaken, made to fit a
Oh.
music box.
That's right. How did you know that?
I know my own handiwork anywhere. Now, how did you get a hold of it?
Oh, just a gift.
What a generous gift indeed. Well, we do offer free polishings on all items purchased here, so I'd be very happy to
Nice.
shine her up for you. Please, bear with me for a moment.
Toop, 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 toop. Oh, he's tiny! I thought that he was sitting.
There we go. Shining. I'm afraid
Nice.
the clasp on the back is broken off. You weren't planning on wearing it soon.
I wasn't planning on wearing...
There's no shame in indulging yourself every once. Lord knows
Thank
I
you.
can appreciate the comfort and empowerment a pair of hosiery can bring. Anyway, we don't have any replacement clasps in stock, but I can put it in. In the meantime, here's a button magnet that should hold it in place, as long as you're not too...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect.
There was no reason to use the microscope without... I didn't need the poster.
Let's comment on that.
Cabinet was
Everything.
filled with precious jewels, geodes... Robbing a jewelry store really...
Really? Think about this. Although not to that gentleman,
I
he's
inspected
so
the
cute.
carving. Its woodworm-dotted surface and water-stained edge.
He seems such a sweetheart. We don't want to steal him from him.
The cabinet proudly displayed all manner of gold and silver creations.
If I were to steal from someone, rob someone, that
What
would
a
be
nice young man. Isn't he, Granny?
that would be the
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Oh, I wonder if we have the spell we can talk to the granny spirit. That would be cool if actually our Grigri spell worked also on the granny. If I were to rob anyone in here, that would be the captain, but only for the reason of very not hospitable person in there. Okay, let's go. Let's grab some nails. Love me some nails. Oh, you're still doing your stuff. Good, because I still haven't figured out what I can use to keep this.
I tied the twine to the uneven table and took up a hiding spot behind a nearby wall. It was time to wake the dead.
I think that me and the young lady who was menace will actually be good
Why is it so dark in here?
team, unfortunately.
Huh? Who's that?
I'm stuck. Help! Help!
Mallory, if that's you again.
Get me out of this thing.
Oh no, not again.
That's okay. Now he pretty dead.
Mister, are you okay? I'm so sorry. I was told... Mister? Oh, God darn it! Next time I see that girl, I'm gonna have a peewee-sized
Oh, no.
coffin all ready for her. A few hours locked in one of those should adjust her sense of humor.
Perfecto. Okay, to be honest, that was pretty mean on all parties involved. I understand that they want to highlight the soundtrack that is very unique during the cutscenes, but I kinda wish we could skip some dialogue.
I picked up the handful of discarded coffin.
And we can use it as... Oops. First part of the Grigri, right?
I placed the coffin nails in the gree-gree. I placed the dime into the gree-gree. That would work as the...
Okay, perfect. We have 2 of them. Now let's go to the fort, since we have this shiny thingy. Let's see what we can do. The kitty is here. Hey, kitty.
With the newly polished brooch gleaming, I angled it towards the lantern, catching the light and reflecting a red beam on the wall.
Is that gunpowder? Nice.
I took a handful of the spilled gunpowder.
Carry it in my pockets.
It was the gunpowder barrel the cat had knocked over.
I hope that we
I
can
couldn't get to
in.
the staircase while the gate was...
Okay, what we have on the spell list? We have the gunpowder. Okay, perfecto.
I placed the gunpowder...
What else we missing? The ram. Okay, I can just pour it in the... I was so stupid. Bone fragment, chalk, black feather. It was not smart of me. I could just, you know, pour ram directly in the Grigri, I think. You can do it, dude. Faster! Pull the cork out.
The barrels were far too heavy.
Oh, come on, dude. You can just pull the cork out. Unless they took already this barrel. Mm-hmm.
The gree-gree would get doused if I placed it directly in the spurting rum, and I...
Oh, then I have no idea. Do you want to soak trout?
That
Filling?
wasn't going to work.
No? A perfectly fine solution, I think.
Nope.
No. We're taking this thingy.
That wasn't going to work. Nope.
I am very unhappy. So many good ideas. Okay. Let's see if anything new here. Truly. Nothing.
I peered into the tide pools.
Bottle! Oh, I can...
As I picked up the bottle, I anticipated what a brine-stained treasure map perhaps.
Nothing.
Looking inside, it was empty. The only writing on it was the embossed glass letters of the orange...
Okay, now I can grab the rum. Right. Not the backserved meal. Gee. There's a lot of stuff going into the actually quite small gree. But I guess magic, so.
I filled the bottle with rum pouring from the barrel. Relief washed over me at the realization that I'd done it without getting caught by the two rum runners.
But you did, my friend. Kinda. Almost.
Hey, Musket! There's someone out here!
Or so I thought.
Hey, fella, what do you think you're doing snooping around here? This is our church, you know, and it's closed.
I didn't realize the
He's being a wise guy, Musket.
Time to fill him full of lead.
But boss, it's bad luck to bump someone off in a churchyard.
Now, where'd you hear a nonsensical thing like that?
I thought churches was hallowed ground, where sin and
Nope.
immorality would face supernatural punishment in this world or the next.
Where do you get this stuff from? I told you, I do the thinking in this partnership.
You're both terrible at thinking, okay? Let's just accept it. Okay, where can I go now? Belmore. Maybe? Let's go to the Belmore. Because there was this place in here and I think I can just cut it right now with the scissors. First. And there was the crow on the the branches next to the hangman.
I poured the rum into the
Perfect. I'm very proud of you. You're doing great.
I didn't need to cut.
Did you? But I wanted you to open it.
The knot was tied so tightly I couldn't loosen it.
You can just, like, cut it.
I needed to think of...
Or you can cut it with knife. Both can do. Okay? Wonder what's that? Molasses.
I wasn't going to touch the molasses. With the items I was borrowing across the island, some may have said I had sticky fingers.
Let's go and see what's inside. Maybe something useful, actually. Okay, we have the bones.
I reached up to the cow's...
Perfect. Gri.
I placed the jawbone in...
And we have chalk and black feather left. Where can I find the chalk? Let's see. See, there's a crow, but maybe I just overthinking
Stark trunk
it.
of the tree didn't...
Yeah, maybe I just need the black feather of the chicken. Maybe baby. Let's go back inside the manor. Maybe
From
some
the outside, I couldn't...
maybe some doors are opened right now, and I can find anything that can be useful.
I went to open the door into Belmore Manor. I was sure I'd left it in the lock.
Where can I find the chock? Probably in the Backstremal. No, the Backstremal has the chickens that I need to lure somehow. Let's see what's up with the... in here.
A frayed sack with the gate. There was no apparent way to open it, but by the feel of it, it seemed to be filled with...
I know that chickens want this.
I cut into the sack with the knife.
Perfecto.
I took the corn.
Let's go. Feed these chickens. This is fair exchange. I will give him extra corn and they will give me the feather. Oh, chickens. Chickens are like pure evil, but I kinda respect them.
I scattered the corn on the path. Mere seconds later, it attracted the attention of the curious chicken.
Would I need to actually dye his feather? Maybe? Look, what a cute chicken. Angry one. Oh, in the ink, probably. You are
I was
terrible
glad
at that.
nobody had seen that. I may have known how to handle a chicken drumstick, but wrestling the living version was altogether different.
I'm judging. Honestly. Dude. What the hell?
If the chicken didn't want me to touch it, perhaps a blast of
Oh,
air could do
okay.
the trick.
I was doing a lot of try and error thingy here. Perfect. But I'm concerned how easily you lost these feathers, my guy. Or my lady. Okay, now to dye them with ink. Almost not
Anything?
cheating.
I'm keeping my eyes. Delicately, I dip when they emerge.
We are so good at this.
Place the feathers into the gree-gree.
Let's go back to Biofella. Oh no, we still have the track to go. Where could have I seen the chalk? I was so happy. I thought that we had everything, but I forgot about the chalk.
The puppet show hadn't started yet.
Maybe in the... Here they probably had to do something to write the menu, right? Oh, gee.
I glanced at the ledger on. It was mostly empty. The words I could see were written in such an unreadable scrawl that looked like a centipede had dipped its legs in ink and skittered across the page.
Okay, I'm pretty sure that the chalk would be in the captain's club, but we need to get there first. Let's try to... I think this is one thing that is left, since I cannot get in the Baxter Mill to the office. Let's try to use it to open the window.
With a bit of elbow grease,
Thank you. Can do it. Yes!
Pressed against the inside wall was a dusty desk covered in spiderwebs. And to top
Search it!
one thing lay undisturbed. A small folded document which I picked up. Along
Nice.
with an inadvertent eight-legged companion. Ugh!
Aww.
Ghost stories and
Ooh.
haunted treasures I could handle, but spiders gave me the creeps.
Spiders are friends of the humanity, okay? Oh, there is no picture. Perfecto. Let's go get the picture. Hopefully. I hope that she will agree easily without the
Anything
painful
I'm keeping my-
process.
Yes?
Hi. Would you take my...
Do you know how much the chemicals cost? I'm on a limited budget here, McAllen. Unless you've done something. I've got my...
Maybe I can pay her. I have a penny.
I didn't need...
She might like. Maybe I'll show it to her. That's why I want it.
Could you take my photograph for this?
What do you think this is? Would you like a feather boa and a pair of high... Don't
Yes.
waste my time. I only take photographs of...
Let me go talk to the gentleman in the jewelry shop again. Maybe he will be somehow useful. He probably has the same set of chemicals.
Welcome back.
Good evening.
How can I help you?
Oh,
What's
okay.
the carving?
That is the genuine stern carving of the... I could trace my family's history on the island
Nice.
back hundreds of years. Right back... You've heard of it?
Captain Crumb, the vicious pirate?
One of the most successful... That is, until, as the story goes, he got...
A ghost?
Then, how... Without a single shot fired, every sailor aboard his ship fell down dead. Victims of an evil pirate. Captain Crumb was the sole survivor. He escaped undetected in a rowboat. And
Nice.
after that, he never went to sea again. Instead, some of the gems you see around here still date back to that fight.
A black stone killed the crew?
Well, so the story goes. I suppose it explains my family's obsession. Not
To be fair, maybe the stone is connected to the tragedy at the Belmore Mansion.
Why did Captain Crumb...
this was his home. Devil's Rock used to be quite the lawless island. Legend goes he used to hide. The island is dotted with caves. Plenty of places.
Nice.
I think I'll just
Ooh.
look around.
I'm here if you...
We can talk with the granny too.
There was no way I could carry a fishbowl. A small glass fishbowl sat on top of...
Okay. Let's go next to the lady. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be so sad that they have the chalk in the Captain Club, but it kinda makes sense because the menus are written with the chalk. So that's what I would assume. Go to the cemetery again. Maybe the guy can help us. I'm a bit lost currently, but I will find myself pretty soon. It wouldn't be fun if everything was super easy, I guess. Oh, that's the guy, right?
Searching the dead man's body... I'd never seen a dead body before. Searching the dead
Really?
man's body was... Hello, Edgar.
Yeah,
Okay. Side tangent. So, unfortunately, I have the family in one region that has the tradition to take photos with the dead when there's a funeral, and unfortunately, some bodies have been seen. I mean, it is kind of part of the life, but I really don't like the tradition of taking picture with the dead. It's like, no.
Do you know there were a couple of...
rum runners they are. As long as they don't mix up the stiffs I'm burying. Curiosity killed the cat, and I really miss Mittens.
Oh no!
Who is it?
This is Theodore Grimes.
Okay.
Comptroller for Juniper Parish?
That's right.
We were supposed to have a meeting. Clear.
Sure is. Now he...
I best be.
Goodbye.
So this was Comptroller Grimes, the man I was supposed to meet for my lodging, stipend. So this was Comptroller Grimes, the man I was supposed to meet for my... I'd never seen a dead body.
I kind of think that it's better to remember the person how they were alive than taking the picture of when they are dead. Okay, I had quick chatty with my ex-roommate, and she told me that I have to cheat the way to get the photo by trying to get into the Gazette, like on the paper. So we
All of the papers
Yeah.
pinned to the... showed the beaming face of a rotund fisherman on the dock.
So I need to fake the
With the
trophy.
ripped seam as an opening, I placed the horseshoe inside the taxi...
It's silly, but okay.
What do you think of my...
That's a whopper. Ain't get on the doubt it'll be Squibb's record, though.
Really? Plus, it's taxidermied. He would be able to tell that it's super old. He's a fisherman.
Mac, does that say what I think it does? You been holding back on me. That breaks Squibb's record.
Squib?
Jebediah Squibb, the Cajun catcher he calls himself. Last week at the dead of the docks, Squibb caught the heaviest pincosa on record. Got his photograph on the front page of the newspaper and everything.
McAllen! How does it feel to have decimated the town record in your first few hours on the island?
How did you hear about this so fast?
It's my job to know about things fast. Now,
She was very
I'm
fast,
asking you
actually.
questions Here. Where'd you get
She's
the fish,
competent,
McAllen?
after
Well,
all.
it was a mighty battle on the southern coast. Its fins strong as a motor, its mouth as fierce as a tiger's. I
And I
paused
cannot skip it.
dramatically to allow my fishing prowess to wash over them.
What rod did you use?
Wooden one?
I mean, what make?
You know, I didn't use a rod.
You caught the fish without a rod?
It was more one-on-one. Mono, fisho.
You wrestled a fish?
And I won.
Well, as much as it pains me to say it, you're the cover story in the next edition of the Juniper Parish Gazette. And this is why I'm not getting a Pulitzer.
You don't want to uncover difficult topics
I've
of
got to hand it to you, Mac. That
mobsters.
fish
You
is a
don't get the
whopper. I don't know how you
Pulitzer.
got it, but as long as it keeps Squibb quiet at the porch party tomorrow, I ain't complaining.
Yeah, but to be fair, wouldn't he be easily noticing that this is fake?
I'd had
old
enough
fish?
of. I decided to leave Ned.
Sure. Okay, let's grab me some newspaper.
Murphy! I think we caught your personality perfectly in that photograph. Naive, simple, unsophisticated. Makes it all the more
Thank you.
surprising that you actually accomplished something.
I wonder if I should have it framed.
That'll cost.
How many?
Evelyn seemed busy.
I have a penny.
I'd like to buy a news.
Finally, I get something out of you loitering in here. That'll be 1 cent, please.
Okay,
I picked up the
Okay.
newspaper. The fewer
Okay.
people that saw.
beautiful.
The headline read, "Island Newcomer Breaks Fishing Record with my..." The headline read,
Let's go forge some documents. The obligatory forging scene.
carefully, I cut my photograph at...
Very good photograph, my sir. And now we grab some molasses and use it as a sticking factor.
I touched the back of the photograph. Thanks to the stickiness of the molasses,
Beautiful. Let's go. Let's go. Grab me something. If there will be no chalk inside, I will be Superman. Oh, I will be so mad. Here's
My
Naughty Nose.
credentials.
You're telling me you are a captain?
I trust it's all in order.
I thought you said your name was Murphy McCallan.
That's right.
Then why does this say Captain Knott?
It's a pseudonym for marketing purposes. You've got to stand out nowadays. A cool name's a good way to do that. You didn't think Captain Hook was called Hook before the hand incident, did you? What would the odds of that have been?
Look, Sonny, the bylaws of this club only allow the club manager to verify a captain's license. And Mr. Perkins is enjoying his backgammon soiree with Mrs. Perkins and the ladies this evening, with strict instructions not to be disturbed. So I'll accept this for tonight, but try this again tomorrow night and it'll be another story. Now, with that said, a warm and hearty welcome to the Captain's Club. We sincerely hope you make use of and enjoy our facilities, and do
I'm
please let
broke.
me know if I can be of any assistance at all. We don't open for another hour, but if you'd like, you can head up now to acquaint yourself.
Very aggressively, my sir. Oh, that's a fancy place. Look at the cabinet.
The cabinet was locked.
Look at the billiard. I will
Considered
look at
playing a
everything.
game, but the lack of balls and
The glow.
while I was trapped on Devil's Rock, a map of the world wasn't going to be much use. The door was locked. The switch seemed to control.
And there was no...
I waited
Freaking-
for the doors of the elevator to open.
If you wish to use the elevator, I'm afraid to tell you it's you'll have to endure the stairs.
Fair enough.
Where are the stairs? Oh, where are the stairs? Oh, there was... Here they are. Okay. There's the chalk. Ah, and I totally
Picked up the
missed
cube of billiard chalk from the edge of the table.
the expectations because I thought that there will be, like, you know, the blackboard and they will be using the chalk to actually write the menu. But here we are with other chalk. Still good.
Replace the. I'd done it. All 7 ingredients.
Okay, let's go back. And we're done with it. It totally won't fit me in my ass that I'm doing businesses with Murray.
I thought I'd find you out here, McCallan.
Evelyn, lovely to see you out in the bayou again.
This will be the last time, McCallan, I'm not your secretary. I don't know what you're up to out
Ooh.
here, but I'll figure it out soon enough. But for now, let's hurry it up. These shoes are alligator skin, and I don't want the local fauna recognizing an old friend. Another telegram came through for you, marked urgent. Kip said you might be out here.
My boss again?
Got it in one.
You probably got fired, my friend, but he's
Salad,
like sending
report back immediately.
those like
Received
crazy.
word Grimes is deceased. Lack of resources has made this a waste of time. And I've cut down to your little stunt with the Friday signatures. When
You
get
signed
back
it, you are stupid.
sorting mail is gonna be the least of your worries. Sid Sinclair Auditing Company.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. On a night when I'd just seen a ghost, this telegram was almost more unbelievable. There was more to the Belmore story than I could have ever imagined. Now I was being pulled away to a job I didn't want to work,
Come on.
a life I didn't want to live. Maybe it was time to do something a little foolish. Do I still have that prepaid reply?
Sure do. What do you want it to say?
Oh, you're giving 2-minute notice? Oh,
Tell
no
him
littering.
I quit. I couldn't believe what I'd done. I'd quit my job and
You
opened the first
loitered
chapter in my
in
own
the
adventure.
bayou.
But without a job, I didn't have a salary. Without a salary,
alligators
I
will
wouldn't
be
have a place
sick.
to live. And it suddenly became more important than
cruel
ever
man.
that I find that treasure. For me this time.
Murphy, have you found all 7 ingredients?
I have.
Wonderful! Now it is time for the final step. Out of the darkness, the sadness, the fear, I command you, my servant, now to appear.
By the way, the boss was sending the telegram with the bigger frequency than I'm sending the messages via Teams in work.
What is your desire?
The ingredients have been gathered. The final step of the spell is ready. The focus.
The focus of the spell is whatever you are casting it upon. Belmore Manor is where the ghosts reside. An image of Belmore Manor is what you must use to direct the spell.
Murphy, do you have an image of Belmore Manor we can use?
Let me see. I think I have, right? Yep.
Yes, Murphy, that will work. Place it inside the gree-gree as the final ingredient.
I folded the magazine cover and placed it inside the gree-gree.
The spell is ready. Finally, the ghosts will be free again. Open the gree-gree, Murphy, and that will cast the spell.
With some trepidation, I took the gree-gree from my pocket and with a deep breath, opened it.
Noise.
At last, I am free.
Servant, what's happening?
I was never your servant.
I am your master. You shall do my bidding. I command you.
Foolish mortal. You have served your purpose. No longer do I need to manifest as an ephemeral specter. Now my true spirit form is freed.
Loa, do as I say.
You are of no more use to me.
Hey, what's your true form? Go off, dude! Oh! Oopsie daisy! Nice. Nice!
I wasn't sure what I'd just seen, but the voodoo fire raging all around me was all too real. I needed to get out. I needed to get out of the riverboat, and I need to extinguish the fire to reach the door.
I mean, we can use always some gunpowder on
I
it.
couldn't do that.
Boo-hoo.
Gazing into the spirit pool, I thought I could see formless face. I wasn't going to be able to put the flames out with my bare hand. Glowing green flames filled. I needed to get out. I wasn't going.
Flames, flames, candles. Grapes. I mean, it's kind of stupid, but
Bellows
let's
were
try
used
it.
to stoke fires.
Yeah. Ah, da 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 da. What can I use actually? I would try some carpets to do it, but it's not like I can use any fabric in here. Right?
I wasn't going to be able to. Gazing into the spirit pool, I thought.
Why do I feel this urge to toss gunpowder at anything and everything? Come on, Hania, think.
I needed to think of something. I needed to. I didn't want to damn it.
Can we like push something over them? Doesn't look like. You could jump over them. Come on. doesn't have water, right? This is empty.
It was an empty soda bottle I'd found.
Oh, we can probably go with the pool. Okay.
I filled the bottle with water from the spear.
I mean, magical water for magical flames. Makes sense, kinda. Maybe, possibly. Unless this is like gasoline. It's way too efficient. Yeah, that's kinda my fault, sorry. Can you do it less ominously? No, she cannot. Oh, we fucked up. Cliffhanger? Cliffhanger. The Love Antidote, Part 2. Okay, I think we are not doing the part 2 right now. It's been long enough, and I struggled so much with the photograph. I wouldn't get it without the, you know,
As I opened my
help
eyes,
of my friend.
I realized I had no idea where I was. Hello? Hello? This wasn't good. I checked my hands and still seemed to be flesh and blood. What's happening? Where am I?
Ooh!
Welcome back to Belmore Manor, Murphy McCallum. We didn't expect to see you again so soon.
What's going on? Am I dead?
Don't be so overdramatic, Murphy. You're still very much alive. But you're the only person in the house that is. I'm afraid your actions have caused a good bit of trouble for us inhabitants of the house.
What's happened?
Let's see if you can figure it out. We're about to play a song, and Murphy McCallan, this one is for you.
I really like her inflation, her voice with
Alright,
the
all you Belmore
how
Manor
she's
ghosts
ending
and
the
ghouls,
sentences.
let's take it to a place where voodoo rules.
Oh, I will so enjoy this chapter. I'm feeling it already. Okay, we can interact, I think. Let's save. I think we need to save now. Nice.
Spirits, but we know of one with evil intentions and now no preventions to all their evil scheme. You're now implicated in this complicated supernatural dream. You cast the spell, now the deed is done. Evil's free, the plan has just begun. Without your detection, we'll have no protection from the Machiavellian game. You set them loose, so you have to deduce who is ill and who is to blame. And self-attested, we'll ask you questions 3. Draw clues to solve the mystery. The lover, the poor, the devil, oh God. Questions surrounded in doubt. The officer, bride, the sailor, or guide, Murphy. Can you figure it out? Can you figure it out? Broken heart stolen by another. Tell us now who is the lover.
Oh no! I don't know. I would say that I kinda think that the bride was lover, Sailor Palm, and the devil was the
I think
dude,
the bride.
right? Right?
A girl in love and a dream to wed. But does she know what cannot be said? Are the people around chance for dawn. Tell us now who is.
I love it. I'm always up for the musical number. It's so beautiful. Sailor, definitely.
I think the same.
A sailor forced into a wicked deal, a bride to woo, a heart to steal, a sinister threat if he ever should get found out that his love is unreal. Wicked spirited, evil rebel, tell us now who is the devil.
I think the officer was the devil.
The Belmore fortune, his work has grown. He wants that work all to be his own. If the bride was away, then the fortune will stay. Choose the riches to be his alone. Murphy tried, but it wasn't right. The real story might give you a fright.
Oh!
Your best guess, but it's not a success in these paranormal days. Little reason a song, try to see where you're wrong. Try again while your hope still remains.
Okay.
Broken heart stolen by another. Tell us now who is the lover.
I don't mind guessing again. Her voice is lovely. Sailor.
I think the sailor was.
Someone in love and their love is true. Is it return? What is there to do? They're caught in the middle of baffling riddles. Is love what can carry them through? Sunset life, no chance for dawn. Tell us now who is the one.
Bride, then.
I think the bride was the pawn.
I'm reframing the officer.
A bride in love, but in some evil curse, immersed in voodoo and things perverse. She cannot protest, and her mind's not possessed. Are things that will only get worse. Wicked spirited, evil rebel, tell us now who is the devil.
I think the officer was the devil.
A phantom figure who's now in control. Black magic powers got things he stole. The maybe is set back, but he's gonna get back, and we're worried that goes that it's go. Happy you listened and now you've done it. You took a gamble and you have won it. A bride in a spell and a sailor's farewell, and an officer pulling the strings. A hostage filled with voodoo, and yes we know like you do. To fix it, we'll take some strange things. To test it, we asked you questions 3. You drew up clues and solved the mystery. The officer, bride, and the sailor all died. Questions surrounded in doubt. The lover, the pawn, the devil are gone. Murphy, you figured it out. And dance you must, the foolish boss. Find treasures trapped in hidden vaults. You may think you are done, but it's all just begun. It's time for the ghostly debut. So say trick or treat, 'cause there's a goal to defeat. And Murphy, we hope that you do. Or guess what? You have to lie to.
We're intro to the chapter. I love it. Ah,
After that too.
great storytelling via song. I have a soft spot for musicals, so that was great.
Back in Belmore Manor. And although it was better than being dead, I didn't know what was awaiting me.
Okay, let's take a break, because as I said, all of my brain cells died with the fourth documentation part of the game. And I will return with the part 3. I hope, part 2 actually. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did enjoy, although, as I said, it was pretty difficult at the end for me. And we'll see each other next time. Bye, take care.